Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to teach you a grammar topic, which are German modal verbs. So, modal verbs are very important verbs in German that you are going to use very frequently. So, let's start understanding what these verbs are and how can we use them. On the screen, you can see different type of modal verbs and also the explanation. I'll try to explain you in very simple language, and please you could write down in the comment section in case you still find it very difficult to understand. Okay. So the very first question would be, what are actually modal verbs? So modal verbs are nothing but the helping verbs in German that change the meaning. They change the meaning of the main verb. They are used to express ability, necessity, permission, advice, intention, or desire. Modal verbs are always conjugated and placed at the second position, which means generally, what is the rule that the verb will always be at the second position in the sentence and that too in the conjugated form? We conjugate the verb as per the subject of the sentence. But here, the modal verb will be at the second position in the conjugated form, and the main verb that goes to the end of the sentence in its infinitive form. The main verb that will go at the end of the sentence in the infinitive form. So, what would be the structure? Firstly, there'll be the subject, then the modal verb at the second position, but in the conjugated form, then the other parts of the sentence, and at the end of the sentence, there will be the other verb, the main verb, but in the infinitive form, in the full form. For example, ich kann heute nicht kommen. I cannot come today. It's showing your ability to not come today, that you are not able to come today, right? So, ich would be the subject followed by the modal verb kann in the conjugated form. Then you have the other parts of the sentence, heute nicht. And at the end, we have kommen, which is our other verb, the main verb, but its full form. Okay, so now there are six main different types of modal verbs. The very first verb would be können. Können means can or be able to. जब भी हमें अपनी कोई एबिलिटी बतानी है, हम क्या कर सकते हैं, क्या नहीं कर सकते हैं, ठीक है, उस सिनेरियो में we use können that means can or be able to. For example, if I have to say I can swim, I can say ich kann schwimmen. Same way, first हमारा subject आया, followed by the modal verb in the conjugated form, and at the end there is the main verb in the full form, in the infinitive form. Second example would be kannst du Deutsch sprechen? Can you speak German? Again, see, it's kind of telling the ability ki, is it possible for you to speak German? Are you able to speak German? So kannst du Deutsch sprechen? Now, when I was telling you that every verb will be conjugated as per the subject of the sentence, what I meant by conjugation is this. Ich kann, du kannst, es kann, wir können, ihr könnt, sie können. So as per every subject, we have the conjugation for each verb. Ich आएगा तो can use होगा, do है तो canst, wir है तो können. And then we put the rest of the sentence. Okay. The second verb that is there is müssen. Müssen means must or have to. हमें करना ही पड़ेगा. We do not have any other alternative. This is something that must be done or have to, right? If you have to say, I have to study, you know, it's an obligation for me कि मेरे को पढ़ना ही पढ़ना है. हो सकता है मेरा एग्जाम है. I have to study. So, ich muss lernen. Ich subject followed by the modal verb in the conjugated form. At the end, we have the main verb in the infinitive form. Ich muss lernen. Then, अगर हम किसी से पूछते हैं कि do you have to work today? कि काम करना है? Musst du heute arbeiten? Musst du heute arbeiten? Like we did for können, same way we do the conjugation for müssen. Ich muss, du musst, sie es muss, wir müssen, ihr müsst, ZZ, MÜSSEN. So conjugations you will have to learn, but it's very simple. When you understand the meaning of the verbs and you start making sentences, you practice minimum 5 to 10 sentences for each of the verb. Eventually, your conjugation hoegi na, that will fit in your mind. It will be no longer that you're literally sitting and learning. By practice, you'll start remembering the conjugation for these verbs. Okay? Next, dürfen. Dürfen is used whenever there is something that needs a permission, something that is may or may not be allowed. In that case, we use dürfen. So if we have to say, you are not allowed to smoke here. Smoke की permission यहाँ पे नहीं है. So du darfst hier nicht rauchen. Subject do followed by the modal verb in the conjugated form darfst. Hier nicht would be the other part of sentence and rauchen is to smoke. It's the other verb in the full form. Du darfst hier nicht rauchen. If you have to ask somebody, may I come in? It's asking for permission that may I come in. Darf ich reinkommen? Darf ich reinkommen? Like other verbs, yes, we again have the conjugation. Ich darf, du darfst, sie es darf. Wir dürfen, ihr dürft, sie dürfen. The next verb would be sollen. Sollen is should or be supposed to. Sollen is used mostly when you are giving somebody recommendation, advice that you should do this, or you asking somebody, what should I do? You're very unclear कि क्या करना है. Should. That case we use sollen. For example, du sollst mehr Wasser trinken. You should drink more water. Du sollst mehr Wasser trinken. And you in confusion, you want to ask somebody, what should I do? You can use sollen. Was soll ich tun? What should I do? The conjugation would be ich soll, du sollst, sie es soll. Wir sollen, ihr sollt, sie sollen. Perfect. Now, next is wollen. Wollen would be showing your want, your desire to do something. Okay, your strict desire that I want to have an ice cream, I want to eat pizza. You're asking somebody, do you want to come along? Do you want to watch a movie? This is you're asking for a want or telling your want. What is it? Yeah. Ich will ein Eis essen. I want to eat an ice cream. Willst du mitkommen? Do you want to come along? So the conjugation would be ich will, du willst, sie es will, wir wollen, ihr wollt, sie wollen. Super. Okay, the last verb for Modalverben is mögen. Mögen simply means to like. You're telling your liking. Okay, you're asking somebody their liking. In that case, you use mögen. Mögen would be ich mag Pizza. I like pizza. Magst du Musik? Do you like music? Again, conjugation here plays a very important role because with every subject, you have to write the correct conjugation. Okay? Ich mag Pizza. Ja, so ich mag, du magst, sie es mag. Wir mögen, ihr mögt, sie mögen. Super. Now, I have a bonus tip for you all. So, möchten, what is möchten? It's a polite form of mögen. It means would like to. Okay? Mögen means to like something, but möchten उसका और politer version है. Would like to. ये use होता है restaurants में, shops में, और जब भी हमें कोई conversation बहुत politely lead करनी हो, in that sense we use möchten. For example, I would like a coffee. Ich möchte einen Kaffee. I would like to have a coffee. Would you like to eat something? Möchtest du etwas essen? Would you like to eat something? So again, conjugation, yes, we have to learn. Ich möchte, du möchtest, sie es möchte, wir möchten, ihr möchtet, sie möchten. So this is something that is available to you. Listen to this video twice, thrice. Definitely you'll be able to understand the meaning of these verbs, how to use these verbs. Try making your own sentences. You could also write down your sentences in the comment section. I would definitely go through those sentences and provide you tip if there's anything that you could do more correctly. Second thing is, please do remember modal verb always come at the second position in the conjugated form, and the other verb goes at the end of the sentence in the infinitive form, in the full form. So in order to put the verb in the conjugated form, हमारे लिए बहुत 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 important है that we know the conjugation for each and every verb properly. Also, it is important to understand the meaning, when to use which verb. Okay, try relating to these verbs in your real life situation. Try connecting with your Hindi language. That's the best language to connect these modal verbs. The way I learned these modal verbs was through connecting. कि मुझे क्या चाहिए, मैं क्या करना चाहूंगी, इसमें म्योस्टन यूज हो गया. ओके, शुड एडवाइस हो रही है कि वो सब यूज हो जाएगा जोलन में. Okay, so try connecting these verbs and you'll understand when and how to use these verbs. And I'm definitely here only. You could ask your questions, any doubts, happy to help. I'll see you all in the next video. Bis dann, auf Wiedersehen, and thank you so much for watching the video.